It is such a beautiful Sunday morning here, week number 7 of your Interlodge Mason Basketball League, sponsored by the So-Called Ballers. I'm your host, the one and only Ludwig Van Magic Man, together with Harlem Ruiz and Jessel Navalta. Our committee for today, our referees for today is Vaughn Davis and Marcus Reed. As we start this 4th game between Men of Tide and Torrance University, as we get it on. For Torrance University, they are wearing white jersey, while Men of Tide wearing blue jersey as Bergoño draws first blood with the jumper from the right side. Men of Tide starting with Domingo, Bergoño, Goze, Otbo, and Ramirez. As for Torrance University, you have Ellis, Galion, Ramos, Gaget, and Tan. As we go straight back into the action, opening minutes of the first half, 20 minutes of running time until the last 2 minutes of the second half, as Ramirez clobbers that board Otbo, who celebrated his birthday this week, so belated happy birthday Christian Otbo. But this time it's no birthday under that shot as he comes up short. Bergoño being tightly guarded here, man to man. Ramirez can't carry his man off the air, but however gets the shooter's bounce. Kuyang Rene Pasco, shout out of Brazen Pillars of Granada Hills Lodge. I'll see you this week, hopefully. Kuyang Eric Yalong, shout out Kuyang Eric Yalong of Brazen Pillars, team captain. Kuyang Eric, bye. Kuyang Ron Ramores of Granada Hills Lodge as well, shout out. Kicks it out, Domingo traveling. First. 4-0 in favor of Men of Tide, who is on a 3-game winning streak so far, defeating also the defending champs that jumpstart their campaign as Conrad Tan knocks down a 3-point shot from the corner pocket. Christian Otbo looking for his option, goes to Bergoño. The defense hounding them, Mark Ellis as well. Ramos extending that arm as Otbo again comes up short. A chance for Torrance University to grab the lead. Torrance University also coming from a victory in their previous game against Brazen Pillars, no? Unfortunately against Brazen Pillars, no? So, let's see if they can duplicate that victory. Of course, both teams coming up from a victory. They tap it away as Ramos securing that leather. They will slow things down here and wait to use the half-court set for Torrance University. Corner pocket again, Conrad Tan, a streak shooter of Torrance University. Down on the floor is Galion. Bergoño 3-on-2 situation. Bergoño goes for the crossover at the middle, attacking and slashing the lane. Conrad Tan collecting the board. Gaget. High waist shorts of Gaget, ha? Iba yung napansin ko kay Gab Gaget, eh. High waist, eh.
High waist lang?
High waist lang, brother Gaget, eh. Seryoso ng commentator ko dito. Ginagawa ko, eh.
Atangin kasi, walang prep, eh.
Back at the ball game. Back to business.
Nakadiaper kasi.
Ramirez turns around. Galion strongly pulling down that board for Galion. Well, no joke, no. Gab Gaget is one of the shooters here for Torrance University. That demeanor may fool you, but you know he has the talent as well. Ramos, unfortunately, it bounces off. 43 is our score in favor of Men of Tide. Down on the floor is Ramos, but Goze will go strong to the hole and take it strong as he penetrates with that layup. 6-3, Men of Tide up. Well, Men of Tide, no? They're undermanned also. The Papuyo brothers is not playing. Jody David is not playing. It's a good sign for Torrance University. Maybe they can, capitalize on that and exploit that miss, no? Tan on the second serving. Well, it's going to be an interesting matchup between Domingo and Conrad Tan. Both guys are shooters from the Rainbow Arc. So let's see. Of course, Christian Otto as well. At the post, Ramirez can't get off on that shooter's bounce. 6-3, low scoring ball game so far. Manning the point guard duties is Mark Ellis. Corner, Gab Gaget, he can knock it down, but this time, in and out for Gabriel Gaget. Ramirez underneath the basket. However, the double team able to bother him. Gaget coming from behind. It had helped D. 13 minutes remaining here. Ramos, pump fake, gets the flyby, and he will go to the line to earn it. Substitution, Matias in the ball game. Willie Matias and Jeremy Ramirez. But on the second shot, I believe. Ramos misses his first free throw. By the way, now this is an invite on March 29. Our fellowship after the playoffs, no? We will have our fellowship, potluck, and of course it's a knockout game, elimination round, no? So one game, if you win that ball game, it's going to be a tall task for Brazen Pillars going up against ALTP. But if they can knock down ALTP in the first round of the playoffs, then that will neutralize everything, no? Despite the undefeated streak of ALTP, no? It's going to be an interesting playoff. The Brazen Pillars, if they come up with all their guns, they can grab that victory. No? Let's see. ALTP is still undefeated, and Torrance University might be placed in 2 or 3. So let's see. It's going to be an interesting playoff come March 29. Corner, pocket, Goze, put back. And they decide to use the half-court set. Chua finds himself wide open from the top of the key. Ramirez clobbers the board as he snatches it away. Goze underneath the basket. Stuck in traffic. Kicks it out to Otmo. Otmo with the challenge. But despite the hand on his face, Otmo manages to make that shot, and Torrance University will call their first timeout. Our score 8-3. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Score no? After 9 minutes, 83.
Ano? Ingat na tayo ni Tito Jessel sa Facebook. Finally.
Yung mga pagpo dyan. Profile mga picture.
Post natin. We continue the coverage here on your So-Called Ballers 21 on YouTube. Please make sure to follow and subscribe as we will upload this stream later on tonight. This is the 7th week of your Interlodge Mason Basketball League. The matchup is Men of Tart and Torrance University. Men of Tart up by 5, 8-3 against Torrance University. Oh, by the way, our reclassification for the bracketing, tentative pa rin to according to brother Commissioner Derek Valdez. A 3-point basket made by Conrad Tan, right?
Inis.
Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis with it from beyond the arc, knocking down his first 3-point shot here in the ball game, making it to a 2-point game, 8-6. And Ortiz Luis in the paint, bullying his way. However, he misses. But that's one advantage of Men of Tart there, their size. But let's see, if the run and gun offense, this is going to be clash of styles, no? For both teams. Let's look at the positioning. of Gaget, but the hook shot of Otbo. Rebounding continues. Jeremy Ramirez missing in the reverse. Like as we mentioned, no? In rebounding, it's important. The positioning, the box out, you know, the height can play also a part. But you know, if you have good position, the guy from behind can be called for the foul. But Domingo answers right back with his own version of the trifecta. Jasper Domingo. Well, in this last game, he was able to hit 8 3-points or 7, if I'm not mistaken. So let me check again that game. Pump fake. Chua takes it closer, challenging the defense of Ramirez. But Matias absorbing the rebound. Otbo against Galion. They kick it out again to Domingo. Domingo against Pan. Gets the shooter's bound for Jasper Domingo. 6 quick points for Jasper Domingo. Well, Torrance University now tasting a dose of their own medicine from 3-point range. Let's see. Corner pocket. Conrad Tan. Can he answer? Not this time. The line is busy. 9 minutes and 18. Domingo on the other end. Thought about it. He will take it. It bounces up. And Ramirez, good positioning. Ortiz Luis pounding his way heavily in the interior. That interior presence of Ortiz Luis can be a problem matchup for Torrance University. Maybe they can ask some reinforcements here, no? Like what Gardina Monita Lodge did a while ago, no? Tama-tama, nandyan si brother, nasa ba siya? Nakita ko na kanina si brother Ryan Malones, nawala lang ulit. Substitution. Yeah, no? You can do that until the playoffs, substitution. Until the playoffs, you can reinforce your team, no? But when the playoffs come, you cannot reinforce your team anymore, no? If you're default, you're default. If you lack players, then that's it, no? Playoffs it's a knockout game, no? As Ramos makes the basket, 18-6, cutting down the lead to half. Otbo, Galion quickly responding. Domingo again, that's his third 3-point shot. Jasper Domingo hits the target. 18-8. Well, this is going to be a wide open game, no? As they busted the gates wide open. Let's see. But it's just a 10-point lead, no? Mathematically speaking, that's just 2 3-point shots and or maybe 3 3-point shots and 1 field goal, no? But that's easier said than done against a tall team like Men of Tide. Again, another corner pocket 3. Almost a shooter's down for Jasper Domingo. Matias, will he try his other end? This time Gaget grabs the board. 3-on-2 situation. Run and gun offense. Ramos ahead of everyone, unable to deliver the mail. 6 minutes and 18. Matias almost a steal from Galion, and it will stay with Men of Tide. Or Torrance University.
White.
It will go to Torrance University on the other end. 18-8. Can they cut the lead down to 8? Shout out to my Brazen Pillars buddies there. My brothers from Clarence F. Smith Daylight Lodge. Ronnie Laksa and Win Apaw. Of course, Harlem Ruiz also from Clarence F. Smith Daylight Lodge. Ramirez, 3-on-1 situation. Finds Otbo, and Otbo uses the glass as he scores another basket, 21-8. 5 minutes and 39.
Dead ball.
We'll check in the ball game. Ellis, it bounces off as Men of Tide flexing their muscles here and showing us why they are in the Division A of this tournament. Well, again, speaking of the bracketing system, Pakrim again was bothered with the shout of Ramirez, no? And Otbo launches and Otbo delivers. Cold-blooded 3 for Christian Otbo, celebrating his birthday 24-8. And by the way, before we got cut off, the bracketing, Men of Tired, Pakrim, and DPWH in bracket A. Bracket B is Torrance University, Garden Grove Lodge, Brazen Pillars, and ANTP. So a while ago was ranking them. Of course, it's Torrance University, They can be 2 and 3, but it doesn't matter. The 2 and 3 doesn't matter because there's no twice to beat advantage. Same thing with 1 and 4, no? But of course, if you're number 4 in bracket B, you'll be facing the undefeated ALTP. So I think it's safe to say that Grayson Pillars will be number 4 seed and number 1 is ALTP. So it's gonna be a knockout game, still anybody's ball game. So most likely it's gonna be Torrance University and Garden Grove Lodge in the playoffs. So let's see. As for the bracket A, and for bracket C, we have Palaka Shooting Club, Gardena Monita Lodge, and Solomon Staircase.
Second shot, second shot.
Second shot. Namumula na naman si Brother. Mukhang uminom na naman ito kagabi. Positive. On the free throw line is Ramirez. Kaya pala hindi na naman makashoot ng 3 si Brother Jab. Extra large ka shorts pa eh.
Naka-diaper.
Extra large. Anyway, ano free throw line is Ramirez. Brother Jab, ito ka pa. Yung comedy, 26-8. Alright, back to the action. Back to business. 3 minutes and 14. Torrance University down by 12 here.
Yan ang finger roll, no?
Stand was short from John Chua. High-low, Bergoglio. And that was a great teamwork displayed here by Domingo to Bergoglio. 2-man action. 2 minutes and 49. Man of tired. 2 minutes and 43 remaining. Directing traffic. Galion uses the screen. Conrad Tan pulls back. Gaget. Chua. It bounces off from behind Galion. Gaget one more time, and this time Gab Gaget with the stare down. Moralita from the bench enjoying that shot. Corner. And quick answer from Jasper Domingo. And quietly sinking it in, extending the lead to 20, 31 to 11. With 2 minutes remaining here in the first half, it has been a long day for Torrance University as Jasper Domingo making it rain from beyond the arc with 4 3-point shots already here in the first half. Bergoglio saving it, almost losing. Jose uses the left hand, jump hook, banks it in, 1 minute and 38, Torrance University. They are in trouble. Well, they need to make some adjustments here in the second half. Otherwise, this is going to be a one-sided, lopsided ball game. At the middle, Ellis finding his options and Chua able to save it. Goze in transition. From beyond the arc again, and the position of Bergoglio. See, that's what we're talking about. Huh? In rebounding, it's not about height. As you can see, Bergoglio is smaller as compared to Chua, but good position. But Ortiz Luis making that basket. Our next game is we're checking, unable to get the shooters bounce. Our next game is Palaka Shooting Club versus this is Pacrian versus Garden Grove Lodge. Kala ko Palaka Shooting Club versus Garden Grove Lodge. Magandang laban yun, ha? 20 seconds left. Corner. Domingo. Wide open. All day to shoot. It bounces off. Galion taking it away. Ellis. 3-on-1 situation. Mark Ellis. Long distance. Ramirez takes it down, 5 seconds left. Baseball pass, Galion. Hail Mary. Buzzer beater. Unable to make the basket for Mark Ellis as we end the first half. It's a 26-point lead by Man of Tired, 37-11. We'll be right back with the second half. Brother Win and Brother Rolly. Kumusta? Hindi pala kasama sila Ateng, no? Lunch tayo after. Para mapag-fellowship naman. Warm up na si Brother Ryan Malones. Shout out, Brother Ryan Malones. My favorite player of Pac-Rim, no? Mr. Fashionista. Shout out again, ALTP, no? Still undefeated, no? Kuyang Ian, Kuyang Worshipful Baet, and Mark Morelita, no? Worship Mark. And of course, King Suase, no? Shout out, ALTP. Rank number 1, no? In bracket B. As we start the second half, Conrad Tan misses. Torrance University wearing white jersey, while Men of Tard wearing blue jersey for Men of Tard as he misses for Ortiz Luis.
Dali mo kasi yung pito mo.
On the free throw line is Ortiz Luis. But Men of Tard, after that 2-game loss, they have been on a streak of their own. No? They're gunning for the 4th game winning streak here. They lost against ALTP and Pac-Rim. Well, that was during their first 2 games. No? Gab Gaget, way off the mark. Ang ganda pa naman ng sapatos ni Gab Gaget. No? Jordan 13, he got game. I remember that Denzel Washington Ray Allen movie. Conrad Tan at the middle. The defense handing him on. Ramos. Chua. Corner. And Chua. All net for Chua as he banks a 3-point corner pocket. 48-38. Quick passing. The Ramirez brothers doing the damage here in the second half. Wait, are you serious? Garden Grove Lodge versus Palaka Shooting Club? Are we in a parallel world? Baka pwede maglaro dyan, ha? Makikilaro muna ako. 17 minutes and 44. Serious pala, no? Akala ko joke lang. 73 and 25. Corner 3, too strong. Gab Gaget, will he go for the home run? He misses. And Gab Gaget. Mukhang lasing pa si brother Gab Gaget, ha? Ortiz Luis comes up short. And Ramirez, all business for Jerome Ramirez with a putback. Manghiram muna kayo ng player sa Palaka Shooting Club and Garden Grove. No, that's possible, no? That's what happens if you lack players, no? Until the playoffs. Sa playoffs, bawal na yun, no? Sa playoffs, it's just 1 game and corner, Gaget, and finally, Gab Gaget. Tingin mo na sa camera. Yun, no? Gab Gaget, corner pocket 3. Yan ang gusto natin kay Brother Gab Gaget. A darling of the camera, no? Laging on the go.
Shot!
Again, wide open. Gab Gaget again. No fear on the 3-point shot. It's just a 12-point lead, 42 to 30. I don't look now.
2 points.
20 to 42. Sorry, hindi ko nakita, no? 22-point lead pala. I'm so sorry.
Pinapanigan ka.
20 to 42, hindi ko nakita. Kasi nakita ko lang 0 eh. 0 dito, so. Hindi sa 37. Ako na yung nag-ano eh. Clock, stop the clock. 20 to 42. Ramirez underneath the basket. Baseball pass. Again, Gaget, can he knock down a 3-point shot? Conrad Tan. Or they can use this as springboard, no? Especially in the playoffs. No? Traveling violation will be called against Domingo. Well, again, for our March 29 playoffs, we will be having our fellowship lunch after. No? So all teams will be bringing some food and we're gonna share it to the community. And it's going to be a fun playoff matchup, no? But it's going to be an elimination game, no? Knockout playoff 1-game tournament reverse. It's all board for Chua. Ramirez on the run. They kick it out. Ramirez, they tap it away. It will go to Torrance University at the middle. Chua. All board. 10. Corner. Lets it fly. It bounces off. 13 minutes. As Ramirez. They have a comfortable 46 to 20, 26-point lead, no? 2 points na lang before we make the 30 points cutoff. 4 points pala, sorry. No? Are we still applying that rule if it's 30 points or beyond?
2 minutes.
Last 2 minutes. But if it's 30 points?
25 points.
25 points, no? In the last 2 minutes. So it's gonna continue until the last 2 minutes. If it's more than 30. So that's the goal here for Men of Tired. If they can continue the pounding, because it has been a slow death for Torrance University. Mercy killing. 48 to 20 corner. Conrad Tan. Well, but for Torrance University, they can use it as a practice, especially in the playoffs, if they will be playing Garden Grove Lodge. It's going to be a tall task for them as well. But it's an evenly well matched, because I think Torrance University defeated Garden Grove, no? If I'm not mistaken, or that was Palaka Shooting Club. I'm not sure, but Torrance University, they can match up and they can play in the finals too as well. Gaget, 3-point shots, no? Despite the hangover, Gab Gaget hitting 3-point shots, and despite of the extra large shorts, no? High waist fashion of Gabriel Gaget. Gaget, top of the key. To Galion. Galion, catch and shoot underneath the basket. For Galion. JR. Protecting the ball, Bergoño. Otbo kicks it out to Ortiz Luis, who comes up short. But Bergoño picking up the trash, 50 to 25. It's a 25-point lead. So according to our rules, last 2 minutes, if it's still a 25-point lead, it's going to be over. Gab Gaget. Finding some room to operate. That was anticipated. 4-on-1 situation, and the punishment continues. Jerome Ramirez. 9 minutes and 43, 27-point lead. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Tayang score. It's a tie.
Back to the ball game. 52 to 25, a 27-point lead being enjoyed by Men of Tired here against Torrance University. Well, Torrance University is also undermanned today. No, they're playing without Sanchez, who is their leading scorer, as well as their big guys, Kasaysayan, and at the paint is Villanueva. That could help them also. But for Torrance, but for Men of Tired, they're also not playing with Jody David and the Pacuna brothers, no? And of course Joey Plaza against 3 defenders with a fade away for Rama. Christian Otbo left wide open, and Christian Otbo calmly sinking it in for 3. 58 to 25.
Tatlo na lang.
Tatlo na lang bago mag-30. Sabi ni Tito Jessel na our committee for today, Jessel Navalta and Harlan Ruiz of Clarence Daylight Lunch number 866. And of course our referees for today, Von Davis and Marcus Reed
Isa na lang.
as Men of Tired. They can donate their score to Torrance University if they want to. No? 60 to 25 being blown out here as Mark Ellis stops the bleeding. And for Men of Tired, they can use this also on their side as part of their practice to keep that chemistry going, especially if they play in the playoffs. I don't know who will be ranked number 1 now because Pakrim has 1 loss, and as well as DPWH has 2 losses na pala, no? And Men of Tired also with 2 losses as well. So that's going to be interesting who is going to be ranked for the playoffs. Well, I think Pakrim should be number 1, no? Because they only have 1 loss, and Men of Tired has 2 losses as well as DPWH, no? The defending champs. So it's going to be interesting in the playoffs, no? Especially in Division A. For Division B, this is where the grind happens, no? ALTP, Brazen Pillars, Torrance University, and Garden Grove Lodge. That's gonna be feisty. As for bracket C as well, most likely it's gonna be Gardena Monita Lodge and Solomon Staircase in the playoffs, no? And Palaka will be waiting at the hand. 5 minutes and 39. Goze at the post, and Goze comes up short. Gaget in and out. 31 to 60, lopsided game, and that shows us the difference between Division A and Division B. Of course, in the elimination round, all teams will be playing each other, and for the playoffs, that is where the classification happens. As Jasper Domingo, just a 2-point shot.
2 points?
2 points.
This is just a 2-point shot because he stepped on the line. 33 to 60. Jasper Domingo. This time it is a 3-point shot for Jasper Domingo.
Okay. Nangyari.
Showing us what a 3-point shot is. No? Not stepping on the line. It should be beyond the line as he steps on the other end for that defensive stop. Well, that is how basketball is played. No? As we mentioned, no? Even if you're up by 30 or 20, you should continue to still play the game, no? As it should be, as a sign of respect to the game. That's why a lot of, actually, the community is divided, especially with the 83 points ni Bam Adebayo, no? If I wanna hear the pulse of the players, substitution. Kasi sabi ni Barkley during the ESPN coverage, no? He said that up by 20. They should not continue scoring now. But if you have a chance to break the record, why not, no? Records are meant to be broken, especially like that as Domingo, no? But of course, some basketball purists will say, now you're already up by 20 or 30, so you don't need to pull too much points or whatever. But that's how the game is played, no? Different opinions will come as well. Ikaw ba, Brother Harlem, what's your opinion on that? The 83 points of Bam Adebayo as compared to Kobe Bryant's 81, no? That's a lot of basketball debate, a lot of points, a lot of discussion on that one. Napanood mo ba yun, 83 points ni Bam Adebayo with the Miami Heat? There was a slight confusion there for Galion, no? Hindi rin know where he is. Kasama yata sa inuman na ni Gagat kagabi eh. Hilo pa.
Dalawang beses na yun, ha?
May hilo pa eh. Saan ba kayo nag-inuman kagabi? Malakas yung nainom nyo kagabi ah. Sana sinama nyo si Brother Ryan Malones, no? Si Brother Ryan, no? Hindi ka ba kasama? Hindi ka kasama sa inuman nila? Wala daw si Brother Ryan Malones. Kasi still gunning for MVP sa Pac-Rim yan, no? Si Brother Ryan, no? The team is shouting for MVP sa Division E, no? And Chua. And look at the play from Ramirez. By the way, the Brother Ryan Malones, are you playing for Palaka Shooting Club, Division C, or in the playoffs, no? In the playoffs discussion, or are you playing with Pac-Rim? Hindi pwedeng vote, isa lang. 2 points made there by Torrance University. Hindi pwedeng vote sa playoffs. Sa playoffs, isa lang daw according to Brother Commissioner Derek Valdez, no? As it crawls in. Isa lang daw, Brother Ryan Malones. Ang tanong, where will you play? Magkaibang division? Let's wait for Commissioner Derek Valdez. And I think we can 38 to 73. Are we still continuing with this one? Okay, so we continue this on as we let them enjoy the fruits of their labor. 1 minute and 26. Very lopsided game. Lopsided na nga, very pa, no? 1 minute and 20. But of course, it's still a practice for both teams, no? Who can prepare themselves in the playoffs March 29. Because last day of the elimination round is next week. Week number 8. And I think April 5 we will be done as Gab Gaget as we end the ball game. Too much to handle for a referee, no? So, Ben of Tide with a convincing victory here. I don't want to announce the score. It was 73 to 41. Torrance University, they will be ranked number 3 in the playoffs, so we'll see. But they still have one more game, I think, in next week. No? As we end this coverage, please watch out for our so-called Bowlers 21 on YouTube. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Last game.
Nabawi yung lunch natin eh.
Next week.
Next week ha, mga may lunch natin. Oh, Ryan. Ano, saan ka maglalaro?
Sa akin na yun, bro.
Ano mo kay Commissioner Derek? Ano mo nagsabi?
Kung nag-hold ko siya, papahold ko siya.
So it's true, no? Garden Grove Lodge versus Pac-Rim.